In Jesus's descriptions of who God is and what God does, there are contradictions. He offers two descriptions of God, one of a God who is hands-on and the other of a God who is hands-off. This is the God of both and. This is the God beyond the realm of evil or thinking. Jesus describes God as a gardener who goes about his gardening and as a baker who is intentionally baking. In his description of God as a gardener, he describes that God gardens in a way that is very, very different from the way that we, or hi Kitty, typically go about gardening. Instead of carefully planting plants, creating rows of vegetables or clusters of flowers, God is the gardener who's tossing and scattering and throwing seeds all over the place. I mean, who gardens like that? God, the gardener, tosses seeds right into the midst of the weeds. God is hands off. God tosses the seeds and say, okay, there you are. Become one with the ground and flourish. I mean, that's about as hands off as it gets. And then, according to Jesus, God is also hands on. Carefully baking bread, carefully mixing the yeast in, because God knows in order for the dough to become one loaf, the leaven must become one with the water and the flour and the salt. So God is intentionally hands-on. You don't like sharing the lap with the cat? Leo's being hands-off.